What's your boy Lean today? I'm about to you ain't never mind what if. This is what if Deku had the Force part 2. So let's get into it. So where we start off this what if is with Deku, thinking about he did some crazy shit at the entrance exam. So he thinks that he got in, He thinks that there's a high chance that he got in. So, after the 2 week wait, he would get, the envelope and he would open it and it's actually two messages instead of one. One of them is from Nezu for him getting the highest score because, Nezu acknowledged how big brain Deku is. So he's like, yeah, you got the highest score on that. So he pretty much knows he passed off of that. It didn't even matter at that point if he did good on the villain test, which he did do good in, so he just bodying these tests. So when All Might pop up at the end, he pretty much don't explain the whole one for all thing, but he says come an hour early than usual. So pretty much Deku, after the 2 week wait, he pretty much tells mom he got in, so he just gonna go and he go an hour early. He go an hour early on the first day, and All Might is there. All Might talk to him, and All Might just come through as Small Might and explain the whole thing and buff up for like a second, and Deku would understand it, and All Might would give him pretty much not give him the quirk right now, but he would ask if he would want the quirk, and he just gives Deku an hour to think about it. And Deku won't give him his answer later. But that's for y'all to decide. I don't really know. He doesn't really need it. It's just that if you want to make him more overpowered, you're just going to give it to him. So Deku, he chilling and stuff. And he meet like most of the teachers before. Or he meets Aizawa, or he just sees him really, because this man just sleep. So he already noticed, what type of person Aizawa gonna be. So he already know where Aizawa is. So he just kind of in the room, just thinking and pondering about how All Might has an injury that stops him from using his quirk correctly. So he's like, that's kind of crazy. He would never expected something like that. So when he's thinking about that, hour flies by, and more and more people start to come in. The first people who come is Momo and Todoroki, due to them being like recommended students, so they would like be first, and everybody else would slowly come in. Uraka come in last, and she go to thank Deku for saving her. And Deku, he like, it's no problem. So Aizawa, he kind of get up because everybody talking, all the commotion is going on, and he pretty much told them to all shut up and to go outside. One of the students would have mentioned about the auditorium to go to do whatever the fuck, and Aizawa was like, nah, I'm not trying to go to whatever the fuck. So they just kind of go outside for the ball throw, and he handed Deku the ball because he got first place in the entrance exam. And Deku, he just he can open up wormholes. Yeah, he'll throw the ball, and the initial throw would have landed him like 9,000, but it just kind of got suspended into the air and just thrown into a wormhole, which just made it teleport. And it teleported to the sun. And it teleported to the sun, and there's like, the fuck just happened? And Deku would explain that he teleported to the sun. Aizawa is just like, what? Nani? And pretty much, that he just threw the ball through space and time to teleport through the sun. It got infinity. So he's like, yeah, it wasn't too hard. And yeah, Deku, it really was not that hard. It was just a ball throw. So Deku just, it really wasn't that hard. Just you didn't get. And he gets infinity on that. Uraraka's surprised because she thought only she would gonna get infinity. Everybody else, Bakugo extra mad because he thought his quirk was just telekinesis. But Bakugo mad about that. But Bakugo still think he's strong. Deku never really. He never really tried to to try to fuck with Bakugo. He just kind of like, yeah, that's tough, and just walked away. Like he really did not care about what Bakugo did. So Bakugo still thinks he's better than him. So he thinks that Deku got lucky or something. So he kind of just tried to get the same thing, but he just ended up breaking his arm for him using too much power. So pretty much Aizawa just delete his quirk. Not really, but he just stop it and have him up in the fucking scarf, pretty much telling him if you're gonna use your quirk, at least try not to break your arms. You saw what you can do in the entrance exam. I don't know why you're trying that hard. I know you went to the same school as Deku, and it's crazy to see him get as high as infinity, but it's really not that serious. Just because he got infinity doesn't mean you're not gonna pass. Just calm down. But no, Bago still do get a higher score. He get 1,000 instead of 700. But yeah, Uraraka and him tie for the ball throw, and everybody else get the same remaining scores. Totoro can get a little higher because he's trying harder because Bakugo got 1,000 and Deku got infinity, and so did Uraraka. So yeah, he trying harder. And yeah, on the grip test, Deku, he just instantly just breaks that shit. It's like a little scrap of metal now. And he just like gives it to Aizawa. He's like, yeah, sorry about that one, Chief. And yeah, on the long jump, yeah, he can just kind of like, you already know how he can just fucking jump 60 feet in the air. We already seen him do that, so he easily get in first place. He jumped over the fucking shit. So he on the run, wormhole teleportation, but he obviously still faster than Ida. So he can just run or teleport. Either way, he's still getting first place. So Deku would end up with first place in all of them, of all the categories. And Deku's like, yeah, this is pretty easy. And people are wondering what his quirk is. The people who don't know him, Bakugo, he don't even know what's going on. He's confused. Bakugo, you can't explain the level of angry. Angry is not a word that can be used to describe the feeling that Bakugo is feeling. He's feeling something over angry. If there is an emotion that was more angry than angry, it would be that, but 10 times as much, because it thinks a weak telekinesis quirk turns into getting affinity on ball throws and shit. That don't make no sense to him. So yeah, Bakugo, he extra tight for that, man. He's salty, and that's just gonna be the way it is for him. Deku just gonna be that much better. See, Deku, he get all of them first place, and All Might just looking like an original. Yeah, he's smiling extra hard today. Cause he just saying, yeah, bro. Just imagine if he had one for all. Like, what could he actually do? Like, just imagine, just jumping up 60 feet in the fucking air, and just yeeting a one for all punch and just stopped it in time and letting it go for a wormhole, and it just comes back and just comes behind the attacker, and they just like fly right towards you because they just got hit in the back, and you just fucking slammed them on the fucking ground. Ooh, I kind of want to give him one for all. I'm not even gonna cap, but yeah. So Deku, he like, that's tough. I'm just gonna be that much good. That's not even a proper sentence, but it doesn't matter. See, so I'll say like the next day, after it's just regular shit happens, All Might come through. He slide through the door. He extra happy, cause yeah, he waiting on that answer from Deku about that whole one for all thing, and yeah, Deku, he a little iffy on it. You know, he's still thinking about it. He thinking about all the things he could do with it. But yeah, Deku, Deku thinking like his quirk just got strong. How are he gonna? How he just gonna know now? Just train a new quirk. See, he like, damn, that's that's not it. I don't know, man. So they they do explain the hero versus villains test to to the students, and I'm actually switching it up. The villains are Deku and Momo. Deku and Momo. Yeah, the villains are Deku and Momo versus Bakugo and Todoroki. The people who are strong, but they're not strong against this Deku. So yeah, it's not working out for him. I'm just saying, they about to catch something different, bro. They really think they fighting just Deku? Nah, nah. I'm just saying, I already got something crazy planned. So yeah, pretty much, Momo, since Deku, he big brain. He come up with a plan, but before he gives his plan, he sees what Momo's plan is, and he just takes all the good from her plan and just combines it with his. So it just makes like a perfect plan. So yeah, great minds work alike. What? I don't think that's the same. Great minds think. Oh, fuck it. But yeah, he just put both of the plans together and just gets a perfect plan. See, Bakugo, he not dumb, but he dumb. So yeah, he's just gonna burst right through the fifth floor ceiling, just leaving Todoroki down there. Todoroki just would use his ice, and since he had an opening towards Bakugo, where Bakugo went, he would just kind of have like a easy way to get in. So he would kind of like do ice steps all the way up to that point of the fifth floor from jumping out a window. So yeah. So now Todoroki and Bakugo are just in the fucking room where the bomb is, and that's Bakugo about to catch the fucking hands. Bakugo run for the bomb, and like he get thrown down the fucking hallway. Like he get thrown down the hallway by Deku, and yeah, it's not feeling good for him. So yeah, Deku, he kind of has his whole hand out, and he has full control over the Force right now. Like he's really trying. So he kind of like takes he takes his thumb, and he just closes it, and that's what breaks Bakugo's leg. And Bakugo like, oh shit, and Deku like, bro, just surrender, or more bones get broke, cause you can't have no mercy on no villains. And Momo fended off that bomb real great, because before they even came, she kind of had like this metal cylinder that she made, and she just kind of like put it over the bomb, and he definitely just kind of has like a force field around it. So if you get too close, you exploding, boy. So yeah, Todoroki try to run past Momo, and Todoroki just gets exploding to the wall, and he just hit the corner, and he's just on his back. And Momo pretty much just has her staff just pointing right at his face, pretty much like you're cornered. So yeah, Todoroki, he extra salty, so he start trying to use his fire without thinking about it too much. Which I'm just saying, it's not smart to use heat near a bomb. Okay, I'm just saying. I don't think it would be smart to have to use something like Bakugo's quirk near a bomb, or even Todoroki's because his quirk is fire. Because Bakugo's quirk would be extra dangerous because fucking the fucking word that the Bakugo's quirk, nitroglycerin. Yeah, that word. It's a chemical. It's extremely flammable, and yeah, get too close to an actual bomb, it would explode the whole fucking building. And that's pretty much why Bakugo over there getting his legs crushed. So yeah, it was an extremely thought out plan. And I'll say that Momo pretty much like pull a pin on a gas grenade that's gonna knock out Momo. But it's gonna knock out Todoroki. But Momo, she got a gas mask, and so does Deku. That's why they have those on. So Bakugo over there still getting his legs crushed, and he's just screaming about it. The gas reach him, and he's out, and so does Todoroki. And that's how they win. So the villains win. And technically, Deku was not about to actually get in trouble for breaking Bakugo's legs, because he knows that he gonna get healed. Plus, Bakugo about to pull that big ass explosion, that big ass explosion for no reason. And he knew that if that was an actual bomb, it would just made a bigger explosion. So yeah, with great power comes great responsibilities. So yeah, Deku had to take care of him. And yeah, that was just that easy for him. That easy for him. Yeah, Deku and Momo, they win as villains. And they just watch the other matches, everything goes as regular. And yeah. So like I'll say like days later, Aizawa, he's talking about the what do you call it? The USJ. He's talking about how it's gonna come up in like a week. So it's just gonna be some rescue training or some dummies, planted around the places. And it's kind of just gonna put you out of your element. He's pretty much just telling them how it's gonna be. It's like he's pretty much gonna like, it would pretty much be like he would put people out of their element. Like Floppy would be where the fire was, and yeah, that's just like, I'll say that Bakugo would be where the ice would be. So he would just be out of your element. So their quirks really don't matter, because there's gonna come a point in the time of you being the hero where you're gonna have to save some money and you can't use your quirk, or it's not gonna do anything in the habitat that you're in. So yeah, it really wouldn't even matter. So yeah, he just preparing them for that. They train for like a week, and they do end up going. And the same thing happened. They're on the bus, and Floppy over there making comparisons, because at this point, while the explanation for the USJ and what's about to go down there, or what should be happening, Aizawa did show the video about what happened in the entrance exam, because no one actually saw the video. And yeah, they just kind of see the other kids doing normal shit, things that's normal, and Deku just jumping all the way up and doing all this crazy shit. They're like, yeah, okay, yeah, but what is his quirk though? So that's pretty much what's going on the bus. They trying to find out what is Deku quirk. Deku like telekinesis. Is just telekinesis to an extent, more or less. Mm. So pretty much they would get to use J. And yeah, Deku do feel the disturbance in the force. So he's like, Nani? And yeah, Deku don't like being in the use J right now because he can tell that something about to go off. So when the portal opens and it's not only just one Nomu, it's two Nomus. Shigaraki, the League of Villains, and All Might is here actually. All Might is here because he got healed during the hour of Deku being here early or being at UA early. I forgot to mention that. So yeah, I'll say that he's here. So that's why All for One is gonna pop out the portal. And All Might All Might is shook. Like everybody looking at All Might, they're like, "Hey yo, All Might, you good? You good? You good, G?" And All Might shook. Like he shook. He getting the Vietnam flashbacks when All for One just gut punched his shit, just ruined all his organs. Had his organs, his brain, everything all up in the other side of the wall. All that good shit. And Deku's just looking at him like, oh, so that's and All Might just nodding his head with an angry look on his face, like he about to body. So yeah, they do get into use J, and they can just like it's not even the kids that's getting to the UJ. Like Deku was trying to get in there, but Aizawa just kind of hold him back. So yeah, Deku do use the force on Aizawa to push him in there, and Deku run in, and he just kind of like put a force barrier on the door so no one else can get in. And yeah, they start scrapping. And Aizawa would begin the explanation from Deku about what's going on and the whole predicament that he's in with All Might and him. So yeah, he's kind of like, we gotta take down these low level villains and go to All Might right now, because he's dealing with two of those bird things, and All for One is still on his ass. So we need to go. So yeah, they basically just speed run that little confrontation with the small time villains, and yeah, they just helping All Might, or at least attempting to, because All for One is just beating All Might ass. Like All Might, like goddamn, it's all over again too. Damn, as soon as I get my powers back, this nigga gotta come. Really, like come on now. I don't know why I said really like that though, but yeah, he pretty much get embodied, and Deku, he's like, yeah, I had enough of this. He pull out the hilt and he said, yeah, you finna get bodied just like them kids. And yeah, he pretty much just take the lightsaber and he's just lightsabering this All for One. And All for One, he just regenerating with his quirk. Deku getting annoyed with this, so he just kind of like do a flip off of All for One's body and just bodies the other two no moves. He just like throws the lightsaber right at the brain of one, jumps right off of it, takes the lightsaber, and yeah, bodies the other one. As Aizawa is trying to, Aizawa, he does now able to blink, and he uses eye drops, and now he just gets rid of All for One's quirk, and All for One's I don't know what would happen if Aizawa used his quirk on all for One. Like, would it take away All for One, or would it just take away one quirk? I don't know. I really don't know. But let's just say it takes away the regeneration thing. So yeah, he ain't regeneration. He don't got no shock absorption. So yeah, Deku just kind of used his lightsaber and cut this man in half. And yeah, that's when Gary just used the portal. And yeah, he what's the name? Blink again. And All Might. Oof. Luckily no one from Class 1A can see him when Deku heals him. So All Might just kind of like get back up, get back up easy. But yeah, he got bodied. Like he was just he's getting back into the process of healing again, due to All For One just coming just to fuck this shit up. So yeah, he ain't liking that. And yeah, that's where I'm gonna leave this one off though. And yeah, bye.